What up, folks? Semi-original guy here, aka Mr. Cannon from Advanced Wars by Web, bringing you some hot King of the Hill action, where once again, one of our players has not shown up. So I'm probably going to be busting out some classy flipping medium tanks here and joining in with our two players here today. So, how is everybody today? Are you all doing fine? Welcome to the stream, Game Vision, Kessler, Funky Onion, who is one of our participants today, and Cutman. What up? Indeed, folks. What up, indeed. Regardless of the fact whether or not our third player here is going to show up or not, doesn't really matter, you know? It's okay. What up, P-Dog? Doing fine and dandy. Just like a sour candy. There you go. There you go. Sour candy, folks. That's some good stuff right there. I love me some good sour candy. I'm like a gummy worm kind of person, you know? I love gummy worms. If I have gummy worms in the house, they're probably gone. And if you get the sour gummy worms, it's even better. So, yeah. There goes my taste buds for the next, like, 2 to 3 days. We got the top hat again, folks. I'm liking this top hat, you know. I might keep it around for a little while. Indeed. Now let's just take a look here and see how the old wait list is here. The other player still has not joined yet, but what we'll do for a short little while here before we start is maybe we'll take a look at the map that we have chosen. Now, unfortunately, there was a map that I was looking at earlier today. I might be able to sub tonight if you want to focus on cast. Well, it's up to you, P-Dog. If you want to, you can. What is going to happen tonight is I'll switch over here so we can just take a look-see here. We're going to be going here, and we're going to take a look here. So what's going on here is we're playing on a map called Fractured Peace. I wanted to actually do a different map, which was going to be very interesting. But unfortunately, we're not able to do that map because it's was too one-sided, and unfortunately it didn't have the proper amount of bases, which is kind of unfortunate because it was like a meld of like 3 different Global League maps, so it would have actually been kind of interesting, but it didn't work out. So, you know, is what it is. And we only had 3 players sign up this week, so that is what it is. I'm still going to be running it, and we're still going to have a pretty good time here. And yeah, so this map here, it's kind of a mixed base map. Well, it is a mixed base map. Every player's got some bases. We got some properties. We got some sweet stuff going on. We got some free properties up in the corners, which cannot be sniped or taken away from anybody unless somebody loses. And what we're going to do is we're going to be playing a 30-day free-for-all battle. Mid funds, 1.5k funds per property. Last man standing wins. Highest amount of properties at the end of 30 days wins. Or whoever is left on the map at the end of the day. And whoever is left on the map at the end of the day will be the #1 contender to face Vilfort on the next stream in a best of 3 with some twist matches. Because we're not going to have normal matches, folks. We're going to be having stupid matches, and it's gonna be great, and I can't wait for it. All right, well, let's take a look here, see if our player has decided to join. Bada bing, bada boom, and they have not joined yet. So if we do want to start getting the ball rolling, P-Dog, if you feel like joining in, you absolutely can. The link is in the Discord if you so choose. I've been told that I'll be getting visitors at some point, so I'll switch over to phone gaming at the worst. Ooh, phone gaming on stream with visitors, and they don't even know that you're a pro Advanced Wars player. You better let them know when they show up. You're like, guys, I'm super important, you know. I'm battling to become the #1 contender. I'm the King of the Hill. You guys don't know how important this is, but yeah, it'll be sweet. All right, Funky, that sounds good. And yeah, all right. Click this. Alright, so yeah, totally up to you, P-Dog. If you want to join in, you can. If not, I'll be joining in just a second here. Bada bing, bada boom. Let me just make sure that link is still valid. We have a valid link over here on the Discord. The Discordia. It does look like it is still valid. Probably even works. Who knows? Alright. Send me the link and I'll jump in. Alright. We'll send it over to you, Mr. P-Dog. Oh, I'll have to probably search him. Search him up, Mr. P-Dog 954. Bada bing, bada bing. Aw, look, we're friends. That's nice. Folks, it's nice to have friends. Oh, wait, no, you know what? P-Dog probably wants it the other way. Why don't we do it the other way? That's probably even better. It is nice to have friends, though. So we'll go invite friends. P-Dog 954. There we go. Password should be 123 there, Mr. P-Dog, if you do not know already. Alright, so if P-Dog joins in, then that's even better. I can just focus on yelling at everything that I see on screen, and that's even more fun. Ooh. Oh, dearest, dearest me. Oh, would you look at that? There's the P-Dog 954. Alrighty. So as soon as P-Dog gives me the word, we will go ahead and start the game, and then we will see who will be the #1 contender on King of the Hill tonight. That means we can also cut this one out, because I had that one playing my music. Oh, it's so quiet. So quiet, folks. Can't handle it. Can't handle the pressure. It's too quiet. Alright. P-Dog has changed himself to the Gray Sky Army. Alexa is Purple Lightning. Funky Onion is Azure Asteroids, by the looks of it. Good to go. Alrighty, folks, we are going to start this game. I'm going to hit a follow, by the way. Start this game. And then I think I have to go to my follow, right? Oh, we got some Flack and Jugger Gaming here tonight, folks. Oh, my lord. Okay. This is going to get saucy. Absolutely saucy. Thank you, Alexa. I do enjoy the top hat as well. It's actually way more awesome than I actually expected. Now, just to make sure, I have to make sure that this little program is working here. All right, cool. We got scribbles, folks, and we're going to be scribbling. We're going to be scribbling all night. Alrighty. So Funky Onion over here in blue. P-Dog over here in gray and also up here. Alexa playing as Andy over here in the corners, in the opposite corners. So it's a little bit curious to what should happen on this map, because free-for-alls are just chaotic in general. 4-player free-for-alls are chaotic. 3-player free-for-alls are absolutely wild, because as soon as you get any kind of advantage somewhere else, then everybody just jumps on you. So you have to play free-for-alls very, very carefully as to not get too much of an advantage early so that you don't get jumped on. So it's very, very interesting indeed. Top hats are very classy. Indeed. Welcome Schwartz. Welcome Dark Rit. Flack and Jugger team up for sure. It could be possible. You never know. You know, we might be seeing some gambling here versus the old average Andy. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens here. So far, basically just very standard progression. Infantry, moving forward, capping properties, getting that income, deleting. Whoa. Whoa. Alexa, deleting his infantry. What? What is going on here? Is this going to... Oh, I think P-Dog deleted his infantry too. Or no, did P-Dog get an infantry up here? I can't remember. Either way. Deleting an infantry. Bold move! Bold move, you might say. Not like the infantry could really do anything anyways, but still bold move. Ooh. So the one other thing that's kind of funny about this is I don't know if this is going to happen at any point during this game, but you can actually purchase a pipe runner and move it all the way down here and start putting some pressure over here. It's probably not going to happen, but I think it would be pretty funny if it did happen. So, you never know. Never know what we're going to be seeing here today, folks. Free flack always. That is what free for all stands for, Schwartz, without a doubt. Free flack. Hashtag free flack. Free the Luxios in the Global League, folks. We need more Luxios. Nobody cares about skill in Advanced Wars by Web. In Advanced Wars by Web, it is all about luck. And who can get the biggest luck rolls. That's where the content is right there. Alright, so Elixir. So P-Dog has built the Recon over here, which is kind of neat. So Recon put pressure over here on this property right here. Could potentially go into the center and start completely harassing this section over here as well. Elixir bought the tank, though. Tank is going to be, pretty good. Pretty good. Shuts down the Recon. Could go mid. You never know where it's going to go. Pipe Runners are the coolest unit. It should happen. I know in Funky Onion's place, I'd build the Pipe Runner. That's right, Dark. Funky Onion, he's thinking about it. He's thinking about it right now, and he's thinking about it real hard. Even though it's not really a hard decision. It's just get the Pipe Runners on the field. Bust them out. Now, I believe that there's actually no airports on this map. I believe. I don't think I saw an airport. So, yeah, we're not going to be really dealing with any air units here. Yeah, I don't think so. No. Alright, Vilfort was just curious to whether or not he would have to play today, and no, he does not have to play today. Next stream is when the Vilfort will be defending his title. In a best of 3 crazy matchups. Alright, Recon going in the center of the map here from the P-Dog 954. Very clear strategy over here to what this Recon is going to be doing. He's going to be secure in the mid. 100% secure in the mid. No airport means the Pipe Runner can hang out on that corner pipe tile. And the only thing that can attack it is a rocket or artillery. Exactly. Like, it could just hang here. And it can't be hit unless it's going to get hit by indirects. So, yeah, it could be an interesting strategy. Probably, in all reality, would not really work out all that well. But hey, you know what? It would be super fun. Just like Elixir over here, busting out the classiest of all the units, folks. Classy Medium Tank has arrived in this battle already. Day 5, Classy Medium Tank. That's what it's all about. Gotta get the classy boys on the field. First person to build a Neo Tank on this game is officially the loser and will require much soap in order to wash away all stink that they have brought to this battlefield and to the shame that they will be suffering. Now, if they do choose to build the Neo Tanks, is what it is. But more classy boys, the better. All right. Okay, so Funky's got a tank here. He's got a tank here. So spreading out the tank action over here. Funky's got 20k, though. Could potentially buy something very good. The medium tank also is an incredibly risky play versus 2 Luxios, by the way. Because those luck rolls could completely shatter the defenses of the medium tank. And there is actually a lot of shoal tiles on this map, folks. Tons of shoal tiles all around here. There's lots of 0-star terrain. Medium tank could get caught with his pants down. You never know. But hopefully it won't happen. Clankers will win. More risk, more reward. That's right, game. Well, we never know who's gonna win, but we're gonna be good, and we're just gonna. I'm very conflicted about who I want to win this game, because for one thing, I'm an Andy fan. I'm an Andy main. I love playing Andy. He's my guy. I also love the absolute randomness and sheer chaos that the Flak and the Jugger bring to the game. So I'm conflicted. I don't know who's gonna win, but we're gonna find out. It is day 6 now. I would say Funky Onion's got a pretty nice little position over here. Like, he's brought lots of units over here. It looks like he's going to... could potentially hit over here in the mid very easily and capture a lot of properties. This Recon from P-Dog can go basically any way on the map right now, which is incredibly dangerous to the capture game of all the other players. Medium Tank... he's all alone over here. He could go up and put an end to this. He could go down and put an end to this. But I have a feeling like these corner bases here, the lone bases, they are very weak in the grand scheme of things, so they should or could potentially fall at any point. But if they fall to one player, then there's going to be a lot of fighting that happens over there. The 2 base side probably should not fall at any point. It's a pretty strong front, very easily defended on both sides, so I don't see that falling anytime soon. And if anybody wants to capture our headquarters, they got to destroy a black boat in order to do that, folks. And we all know how annoying it is to destroy a black boat, especially an Andy black boat. Oh boy, that's one of the most annoying ones to destroy. That and can buy, but we don't talk about that. We don't want to talk about that. But we might be seeing some can buy games in the very near future, folks. You never know. You never know what's gonna happen. All right, Elixir's got pretty nice defense. Is going to be getting a guaranteed capture right here. The medium tank is a very critical unit right now. It really needs to figure out what it wants to do, where it's going to attack. Is it going to go into the mid and just completely leave the space alone? If it goes north, it's facing an artillery. If it goes south, it's facing potentially 2 artilleries. It's a tricky situation. It is a very tricky situation, folks. I do not envy the medium tank. I only envy his classiness. It's going over here, folks. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Could potentially get double struck by tanks right now with luck rolls. Not that I would advise that, but I would advise it. Maybe. The medium tank gonna go on a journey to the center, maybe. Dark, you could be correct here. It would appear that Elixir has brought it over to, what is this tile? I don't know what this tile is, but he's brought it right here. So yeah, this guy's going in the mid, and he's gonna go and attack or defend something. I don't know what his plan is yet, but it's a classy plan. Let's let him play it out and see what happens here. Do it for charge. That's right, P-Dog. Sack the tanks directly into the medium tank for that sweet, sweet 14,000 charge that you will be getting from that. More or less 14,000 charge. Alrighty. Ooh. Funky. Highly aggressive play here. Gonna go and try to grab one of the properties of Elixir here. And with, what is this? 15,000 income per turn. So he's lacking in the funds a little bit. Is guaranteed to get a capture here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. We'll get a capture there. We'll get a capture there. We'll bring his overall funds up a little bit higher. Sitting at 18 now, so that's a little bit better. How's P-Dog doing for funds? He's got one property here on the way. Should maybe possibly be able to get this property here if he jumps over here. Could be interrupted over here from Elixir, but P-Dog could bring the tank over here. Clear a line of defense in order to attack the attacking tank over here. So I'm not really sure if he wants to go in for that. Well, P-Dog could go over here for the free property and then also go over here. Doesn't look like there's... Oh, he's got the pipe runner, folks. All right. Let's do it. Let's flip and do it. The funkiest of all the onions has busted out the pipe runner. And he's actually the only guy that can do it, too, so it's extra funny. All right. That's what I'm talking about. Didn't actually expect him to actually do it, so it's kind of neat. Now, the pipe runner, though. Let's see. 1, 2, 3... Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4... All right, pipe runner cannot actually hit the base, so that won't be locked down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? Yeah, he'll be able to hit everything in this zone right here, but he won't be able to hit the base. So we won't get a base lock with that, but it's still pretty funny, so I'm all for it. All right, comm tower interrupted. If a pipe runner could hit the base, everyone would build it. I mean, if the pipe runner could hit the base, I'd probably have to rethink about even allowing the pipe runner. Because that's just kind of... That's pretty dirty. It's pretty dirty. So, props to the map maker for probably realizing that it's a possibility. Because I did not see it was a possibility. But that's also why I'm not on the map committee. Anakin, I am too weak. He's too weak. He's not weak. Alexa is one of the strongest Live League players in the entire game. All he needs to do is figure out what he needs to do. And then when he figures that out, he'll probably win. Or lose. Who knows? We'll find out. Another medium tank. See, this is what you gotta do, folks. Gotta bust out every single medium tank you possibly can. And, you know, Pipe Runner is pretty strong. Like, it can go right here and get a lot of range and a lot of value. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If it even gets tapped by a tank, that's like almost 20k down the drain. Now, I don't actually specifically remember how much damage a tank does, but we'll check out the medium tank versus the Pipe Runner here, folks. As you can see here, the medium tank versus the Pipe Runner, it's going to be doing 59 to 65% damage if it actually hits. So, yeah, it's a pretty good chunk of damage. If it hits. That's the big question. All right, tank down here. Good defense over here from Alexa. Don't really see this getting beaten up anytime soon, so that's pretty good. I don't quite know what's up with this move right here, but I'm not really going to question it. So that's fine. All right, the juggler. Going in for the comm tower capture. It does a bit more on pipe. Oh, yeah, that's right, because it's on a pipe, right? 85 to 94%. All right, folks, we're cooking. There we go. Is this medium funds? It is medium funds. I've decided to boost the funds up to 1.5 because it's a 3-player game, and I wanted to see some medium tanks. That's what it's all about, folks. It's all about forcing people to play games that they may or not feel comfortable with. That's what it's all about. All right, let's see. So P-Dog's gonna get this. It's gonna put him at like 21. He's gonna get those two. That's gonna put P-Dog in a pretty good spot. Not gonna lie, Funky Onion in a very good spot too. Alexa. Let's see, I don't really see any potential properties for Alexa to cap right now. This one's denied right now. Pipe Runner might be a little bit OP, actually. You know what? Oh, man. Pipe Runner, OP. Anyways, is what it is. All right, so, I mean, that just means Alexa has to push a lot over here. I mean, it is kind of unfortunate, but, I mean, unless you actually bring some hefty units over here to take out the base, like, I don't think the base is going to be falling anytime soon. All right. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3 caps for the P-Dog 954. It should put him at, I think that puts him at 24,000 income per turn. That probably getting capped is kind of annoying. Lots of artillery. I'm actually kind of surprised that Funky Onion isn't sort of pushing down here, considering the fact that P-Dog is pushing a lot of units over here. I'm not going to give anybody any ideas, but there seems to be some weakness right there as well. Alright. Oh my god. Funky Onion is playing complete and utter jugger gameplay over here. Busting out 3 recons. I think this is a 2 versus 1 right now. The Luxios, man. They fight dirty. They're dirty units. Dirty units fighting dirty. It's okay, at some point they're gonna betray each other, and then it's gonna go into an all-out chaotic brawl. But you also have to consider the fact that if both players invest too heavily into one area, there are still some headquarters that are minorly vulnerable. So you don't want to leave those too exposed. Like P-Dog, if P-Dog decided, he could just build an indirect and just go over here and snipe out one of these guys while all these forces are over here. You never know. At the exact same time, Funky Onion, you know, he can cap this and then bring his forces down here and attack right here while P-Dog is completely distracted over here. So anything could happen here. Got a tank hit right here. Artillery covering the other artillery. Strong play right there. Luck rolls might actually come in, or might actually be a really big factor here in breaking this line right here. I don't know. I mean, if he low rolls, he's not going to break the line, which means that the artillery is going to survive. I mean, technically, I think that this artillery right here could still low roll pretty heavily against this other artillery. Like, it could go down to 42% damage, which is pretty low. Pretty low about. Gambling bros uniting against the common enemy. Common Andy enemy. Very unfortunate. But Elixir, he's holding in here, man. He's got the classy boys. They're armed and ready to go. I think he's got to invest a little bit more up here, though. I mean, if he doesn't invest up here, he's not going to be able to launch a proper attack as well. It's a sticky situation. Artillery, I think, is a good buy right here. P-Dog's got the medium tank coming. He's got to get the walls. He's got to get the walls going here. And Funky Onion, like, he can get pretty close here, but he doesn't really have anything that could, like, stop a medium tank wall right now. It's pretty sneaky, though. Pretty sneaky stuff. Yeah, he's getting that tower. Yeah, that weak base is feeling the crunch. Oh, yeah, poor Elixir. See, this probably would have been me. If I joined, I would have been bullied. It's just the way it goes, folks. But I didn't build a rocket, so it might not have happened. Ooh, gets a... Ooh, that's a big roll. That is a big roll. Going in to attack the tank. Only does 2 damage here, so that's not bad. So artillery plus infantry gonna do a huge chunk of damage to this artillery right here. So that's pretty good for Elixir. Like, he's gonna get a fat hit over here. He's gonna get a big honking damage over here, which is gonna be very nice. But these recons coming in, like, I don't know what sort of alliance, or if there even is an alliance, like a spoken alliance between P-Dog and the Funkiest Onion right now. But considering that their units are very, very close here, it is highly possible that there's going to be some severe combat over here in the middle of very, very soon. Especially once we get closer to all these properties in the middle, because both the players really want these juicy properties. Like, these are some juicy properties. That is a lot of income, especially medium funds right here. That's like 3, 6, 9,000 funds if you get all those properties in the middle. It's good. It's hefty. Can buy you a lot of tacos with that much money, folks. I'm telling you. All right, P-Dog brings forth the medium tank. Brings back his recon. Goes for another capture. That's going to put him at... Oh, P-Dog is kind of putting a target on his back, getting a lot of money right now. Technically, Funky's kind of got a target on his back too, but P-Dog, if he gets any more, I don't know, man. It's a tricky situation. Very tricky situation. You guys got to give Elixir some charity funds over here, though, folks. He needs some money. He's not going to be able to afford the lunch money. He's got to get some lunches over here. All right. P-Dog. Now, all players currently have tons of time. They still have like 21 minutes on the clock, 18 minutes on the clock, 19 minutes on the clock. So we're not really feeling any time crunches right now. Just positioning crunches. And P-Dog going super deep into the middle of the map here. Funky doesn't have a counter to the tanks either, which puts P-Dog in an incredibly strong position to, like, basically gain all the territory in the middle. P-Dog also pulls back from the attack on Elixir. He gained the property in the corner, and now he's not pushing any farther. Now, that could potentially be a mistake. But it could potentially be just good planning, because now he's got time to build up his forces, especially with a huge amount of money coming in here. So it might be very dangerous. I don't know. Let's see what happens here. Now, let me see. We got a chat box here, and it's all the way down here. I'm going to put the chat box right here. No, we'll put it back there. That's fine. Put it right there. That's good. All right, Alexa's turn. Let's see what Alexa can muster out here. He's definitely needs some strong attacks. But, I mean, oh, he pulls the artillery back. He doesn't go in for the attack. Oh my god, Funky Onion. Busting out the mega. He's got a mega tank. He's got a pipe runner and a mega tank. This man is going all out right now. Holy moly, how do you even counter a mega tank right now? I think really the only person that can counter the mega tank right now would be P-Dog. I mean, you don't want this guy just to be roaming around causing ruckus all over the place. That is incredibly dangerous. Oh, man. Would you just look at it, folks? It's only got 50 fuel, but that's all you need. That's all you need. The big M tank, huh? That's right, Dark. The biggest M tank in the whole game. 3 medium tanks in a trench coat create the mega tank. Everybody knows that. It is a well-known fact. And sometimes that's all you need. That is all you need, folks. You ever get yourself into one of those games where you just can't win? And your opponent keeps pushing back, but you have more funds? Just build the mega tank. You get the mega tank on the field, they'll just resign. That's the only thing you have to do, folks. Alright. So, Funky Onion. He's got the artillery near the center of the map now. Could push up. I was thinking, you know, that could be a potential place for that artillery to go. Firing directly on the headquarters of Alexa. This could be a dangerous situation. And Funky Onion going north with the mega tank. Oh my gosh. The pure danger. The pure danger of this entire situation right now. Oh, and that denies this property. Alexa won't be getting that. Can't even get this property here. Might be able to make a play for this property over here. No reality, though. Alexa's got lots of units right here. He could potentially make a play and attack these units over here. But that's right in range of the base, so it's pretty dangerous as well. Curious. Very curious. Infantry rolls versus a mega tank incoming. You know, it's not impossible. Now, the only person who's going to be able to effectively do that would be the flock, right? So if we get a flock over here, let's just take a look here. Oh my gosh, folks, we could potentially be doing 0 to 25% damage against the mega tank. And with a co-power, we could do 0 to 50. And with a super co-power, we could do 0 to 90. So I think we might be seeing some sick gambling action over here very soon. Alrighty. And if we do, could be nice. Could be very nice. You never know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm just curious to see whether or not this guy's going to fall or not. The pipe runner. Could fall, could not. 25,500 funds for both P-Dog and the Funky Onion. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of temptation, folks. That's a lot of temptation. Most people would go down some stinky pathways with that kind of money, but Funky Onion decides to build the rocket. Now, there is a trend on the channel, as many of you may know, because I don't try to hide it at all. The rockets do tend to get bullied over here. So, will the trend continue? We will find out very soon. Got another recon over here. How many recons does that make it for Funky Onion? 4 recons on it. He's got more recons than tanks on the field right now. Man's only got 2 tanks. P-Dog going over here, making a play for this property. Alexa is just crunched over here. Holy moly. I'm going to have to check the chat logs after this is done, folks, because this does feel like one of the players is getting very bullied here. I have no idea if it's a planned assault or not, but maybe, like we were saying, maybe it's just Lux Seals Unite. Alright, making some minor adjustments over here to the position down south for Mr. P-Dog 954. Recon's going up here. will be able to snag this property. Funky's probably going to grab this property. I'm kind of surprised that we don't see more aggression over here. If one of these players manages to snag Elixir's HQ, though, ooh, that is going to be an incredibly dangerous situation. Incredibly dangerous. We might even potentially see another one of the players interrupt an HQ cap from another player. It's possible. We're gonna see a tank. Ooh, infantry. Okay. Let's get an infantry over here. Elixir's got 31,600 funds. This man only built infantry last turn. I think we might be seeing the Andy Mega Tank. We might be seeing the Andy Mega Tank, folks. And I think it's personally definitely justified at this point. Elixir has had enough of this toxic behavior as he busts out the Mega Tank to fend off the attacks from Funky Onion's Mega Tank. Now, if Funky Onion, he could go into the center with his Mega Tank and start warding off the P-Dog infantry as well. Could potentially put pressure over here on the headquarters, but Mega Tank on Mega Tank damage, especially from Andy, ooh, you're gonna lose that engagement because the Andy will just get the hyper upgrade, heal up. So unless you one-shot the Mega Tank, it's probably gonna hit you back just as hard, if not harder. Very dangerous stuff, folks. Very dangerous stuff. Alrighty. Well, it does a little pullback here. Does prime himself for a big attack right in the middle here. So if Funky and P-Dog over here decide that they want to fight over the headquarters, then they have to contend with the entirety of Elixir's army right here. But I can see at least one shot going over here on the black boat, potentially going on the black boat. But if he does that, he does leave himself open, but Mega Tank covers, so going in for that attack is incredibly dangerous. Now, the other thing that does sort of strike me as a little bit curious, just this right here, because this army could easily pivot over here and attack this weakened HQ right here. And P-Dog doesn't have the forces to really go in here and attack. He could potentially put some pressure on Elixir to force him to sort of defend up here so he can counter. But there is only two paths to get in here. P-Dog could still put pressure up here, so you could be seeing like a pincer movement happening. Funky brings the Pipe Runner back. He's not going full aggro with the Pipe Runner anymore. Yeah, the HQ is pretty hard to get. I mean, P-Dog's HQ is pretty hard to get. Elixir's HQ is definitely under some threat. I still think you gotta watch out, though, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's 2-day reinforce over here. So, I don't know. Could be seeing some sneaky plays here pretty soon. We'll find out shortly. Find out shortly indeed. Rocket going over to the center now. That's pretty dangerous too. I think personally, both Funky and P-Dog really need to think about the threat that they are to each other. Because there's like a lot of units right here and a lot of units right here. P-Dog's got the majority of his forces right here. He's got a couple over here. I think it's very possible that P-Dog loses a lot of territory here in the next little bit. Like, he'll gain some territory. But I don't think that the HQ is going to get captured, like, anytime soon. Like, that's not really... I wouldn't consider that a possibility at any point. Still very dangerous, though. Funky building 3 artillery. Yes, 3 artillery was purchased by the Funky Onion. What could this man have planned with 3 artillery? Has he learned a thing or two from Grit or Jake? Or maybe he was just fighting Jake way too many times and his programming just got messed up to the point where he's forced to just buy artillery every couple of days. It's a possibility. You know, it's like a mimicry code or something. Something got imprinted on him. He thinks he's setting up for a block rock, but he's just going to have his system crash, and that's it. That's all that's going to happen to him. Oh, P-Dog is like... that position down south. Very tough to break. But we definitely have ourselves like a standstill right here. I don't really see either of the players pushing in here and attacking too heavily. Especially with the co-powers coming online soon. Like, there hasn't really been like a lot of combat that is happening. Mostly just been positioning movements going on. But right now, we're getting into a position where there is going to be some combat happening. And with Funky Onion pushing back here, that leaves these guys in a very, very dangerous state where they could fight each other very soon. But why would they want to fight each other very soon and just let Funky Onion gather his forces? Like, if anything, there's going to be brawls all around this battlefield super quick here. Alright, medium tank chain coming out from the P-Dog 954. Alexa's turn. He's got 19,200 funds in his pocket and a dream. He definitely has a dream here, folks. Let's see what he manages to do with it. Ooh, what are his options right now? Obviously, the Mega Tank has to go towards the HQ. That is probably priority number 1 right here, folks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can't actually reach the headquarters. Now, if it can get to a position where I can get on the headquarters and just sit there, you're having a pretty good time. Like, I don't really see the medium tank getting dislodged from a headquarters anytime soon, especially the Mega Tank. The Mega Tank, not medium tank. On a headquarters. Super defensive, super strong. Isn't going anywhere. Alright. Artillery going up here to defend. Now, how are we going to set up this attack? Alright. I guess it's more of a defense than an attack at this point, but either way, this is so annoying for Elixir right now, because he has to contend with the fact that P-Dog is right here, waiting for a moment of weakness, and Funky Onion is over here, just salivating at the thought of grabbing this headquarters with the Mega Tank. Oof. Not the position I would want to be in here. Alright. Tank moving in. 5 HP tank. Solid blocker right here. Should be able to defend the artillery here very well. Mega tank going in. Medium tank could potentially get some food here. Maybe from... medium tank could potentially go over here on the silo. Take out the infantry, but I don't know. Not with that medium tank right there. Another medium tank entering the fray here. Might put a plug in that plan. But I don't know. We'll see. See how volatile Mr. P-Dog decides to get. This man has been known to do some reckless behavior every once in a while. Alright, the Jugger. Jugger is going to grab a property here. He's going to grab a property here. That's going to be 2 properties. 2 more properties. That'll put him at 30k. Ooh, 30k. That's a lot of money. That's a Mega Tank 2 infantry every single day. It's kind of where you want to be. Mega Tank infantry every day. I mean, it just seems like a good time to me. Oh, and it's getting so close to the headquarters. It's getting so close to the headquarters. Oh no. Oh no, the danger. The danger is here. He's pulling the old Walter White on him right now. Funky Onion is the danger. Funky Onion is the one who knocks, folks. He's coming in. All right. Solid arty wall coming in here, too. It would be kind of interesting to see if Funky Onion decides to just, like, you know, push in with just artillery over here and sandwich. But it's probably not going to happen. I don't know. Probably won't happen. Could happen. Alrighty. Where? What is this Rockets plan? Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know if P-Dog really wants this over here. Like, this is incredibly dangerous. I mean, if you just let this infantry wall just set up here with the rocket coverage and everything, you might be having yourself a bad time. I'm curious to see if P-Dog is going to attack over here now. I mean, because if you're going to attack, like, now is probably the time to do it. I could be wrong, though. I don't know. Trying to cap some properties with rocket backup. Seems to be like that's what he's doing. I mean, tactically, I think the rocket backup is... Well, I mean, the rocket backup is just clearly, like, good backup for sure. But my concern right now is P-Dog has minimal units right here. If Funky Onion gets another turn, he pushes up here, and then he grabs this section right here, which is very defensive with the mountains and everything. And if he grabs that section, and if P-Dog is forced to pull back over here, he's got a clear shot down here to put tons of pressure on the HQ. And then even if he wants to ignore this, he could just bring this down as well. Like, we could be seeing some pretty serious plot twists here very soon. Going over here, grabbing this property. I mean, it's probably guaranteed. Funky Onion could deny it. Could deny it. It's possible. I mean, Funky Onion's got such an advantage right now when it comes to the income. He's going to be getting another property here, too. Another 2 properties. That's going to put him, like, well over 30K at this point. 2, oh, right. 2 rockets now. Oh, man. Got some sick rocket gameplay over here. All right. Double rocket infantry buy today. That's what it's all about. Funky Onion really fighting for that contender spot. He wants the chance to face the Vilfort once again. He wants to defeat the Vilfort in Mortal Kombat. Fair fights, one-on-one. Only being able to play as Colin. That's it. Colin gameplay, but no co-powers. That's what we're going to be having. No, we're not actually going to have that. But maybe. You never know. All right, 3 medium tanks up north from the P-Dog 954 now, and makes a play towards Elix's property. He's planning something. He's plotting. He's got plots. He's got plans. And it's incredibly dangerous. Incredibly dangerous stuff. And Elixir has an HQ, which is in very much danger. It's in a lot of danger. So let's see. Let's see what he decides to do here. I mean, obviously you got some good potential to set up here and get yourself into a nice little blob of doom. So yeah, probably gonna be going for the blob of doom over here. Mega tank on city makes perfect sense. Gotta be getting that defense. Got huge plots of land. Yeah, dark red, you are correct, man. Like, this man is going to be able to plant so much corn for the harvest. It's going to be good. He's going to have a good haul. He's going to have a good crop. Another medium tank enters the fray here. All right. Classy gameplay from these players. None of these players are building the Neo-tanks, folks. They're not building it. They are technically allowed to build Neo-tanks. if they so choose, but they're not doing it because they respect the classy path. That's why they're doing it. Is that in range of the pipe runner? No, it's not. All right, that's not too bad. That's not too bad indeed. That actually potentially might give Elixir some wiggle room here to get some stuff. All right, that's what I'm talking about. Let's go. Another infantry. Beauty. Not a single Neo tank. Nope. All right. Folks, I'm just going to actually mention something. I've been seeing an alt pop up in Advanced Wars by Web Live League. I think his name was like the classiest alt or something. Just so you know, folks, that is actually not me. So if you happen to see that alt, just know that, yeah, it's actually not me, and it's somebody else. So don't worry about that. Anyways, very classy alt indeed. You love to see it. All right, Funky Onion. 30K. Oh, no. Oh, no. No, it's on the headquarters. Oh, no. How much is the damage roll, though? That's what we need to know. All right, so this is the most important thing. So Mega Tank on the headquarters is obviously a very dangerous thing, and we don't want it to happen, but it will potentially take about 4 damage from a Mega Tank. It will also potentially take 9 to 14% damage from an artillery. That should potentially take it down to 5 if in the event of. And then also, you would also have an attack from a medium tank, which would potentially do 27% damage. Let's say that takes down 3 right here. And then you would also potentially have an attack from a tank. Would you have an attack from a tank? You probably would have an attack from a tank also. Actually doing up to 16. So you could potentially take this Mega Tank all the way down to 1. And if you decide to sack a tank into it first, a tank or 2, you might even be able to take it out. I don't know. That's just spitballing though, folks. I don't know if that's a factual, real thing or not, but could potentially see some sick Mega Tank action over here. You never know. Never know, indeed. You gotta watch it out with these sort of things, though. You know, just when you think you got a very nice, safe unit over here, you never know what'll happen to it. Dangerous things could happen to it. Especially with the Mega Tank, too. It's one of the things you have to really, really watch out for, is this sort of threshold right here. So, let's say you got the Mega Tank. Anything that you place on a property that'll automatically one-shot whatever you attack. Perfect for just sacking units into so that you can destroy it. Yeah, the artillery aren't covering the Mega Tank either. Yeah, just the force tile over here by the looks of it. So, I don't know. I mean, that's a lot of heavy defense, though. And Elixir, if he's going to go in for that attack, it also leaves him a little bit vulnerable over here. But if his Mega Tank survives, puts him in a position where he can potentially push back or at least hold his headquarters. So we'll see what Mr. P-Dog954 decides to do in this situation, because he's also got a little bit of an investment over here. So, does he really want Funky Onion to take that headquarters? Does he want Funky Onion to just walk forth and claim territory right in his face? I don't know. You think it's Poland, Elixir? It could be Poland. I mean, Poland's pretty strong. Oh, folks! Double recon into the Mega Tank. Oh, no. Elixir's Mega Tank. Ah, he attacks Elixir's Mega Tank instead of attacking Funky's too. That's so rude. That is so rude. P-Dog. That might be the that might be the most toxic play of the entire game. What? Oh my god. Yeah, he's out of ammo, but he's sitting on a city, so he's gonna get refueled right away. But, oh my god, that was so toxic. So toxic. But yeah, he's on a city, so he's fine. But he might be sacking for brute force, though. Or he might be sacking, yeah, for brute force. That could be why he's sacking. Brute force, he might be able to get the one-shot potential over here, or get some pretty, like, significant attacks over here. It could be possible. Yeah, P-Dog, that's a city. That's a city. That's just, that's what's going on here. You got a nice city. He's working hard for his money. Well, it takes it down to 2. Oh. No. Alexa, no. Oh, man. We're in a very dangerous situation here. Does cost 56,000 in repairs when Alexa is squeezed on income. Yeah, that is very dangerous. And doing it at the exact same time as a push to the property down south as well. But I mean, does Funky Onion want P-Dog to grab this this property down south as well? Is Funky Onion gonna make his play down south? Or is Funky Onion gonna like, oh, whoa, we go for that? That's curious. Do we have blockage on the Mega Tank though? Ooh. I still probably would have went for the big attack on the Mega Tank here. I mean, going for hyper upgrade? Oh yeah, with hyper upgrade, he's got blockage, right? Yeah, hyper upgrade, he's got the block, I think. Yeah, because there would only be one attack right here. Recon can't make it. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, with hyper upgrade, he could actually do the block here. So that's not too shabby. If he pops the hyper upgrade here. Yeah, Mega Tank on the road is a pretty big target. Especially with P-Dog having his, ooh, the big attack! The big one! Although Alexa could just... Ah, man, if he leaves the HQ, though. If he leaves the HQ. So, Tank can only move right here. Recon can't move here. So the only... Oh, gross. That was gross damage right there. Anyway, so he goes there. So the only real blocking unit would be the artillery. So the artillery would have to be the frontline blocker over here if he's going to go in for the HQ cap by the looks of it. Recon blocking, but medium tank should secure a one-shot KO against... Well, I guess the tank can go there too, can't it? No, tank can't. Yeah, so medium tank can secure a one-shot over here. So, I mean, this HQ cap might not be going through. But now there's also a Mega Tank here just casually sitting on a plane with also a flock of medium tank right beside it, ready to do some hefty damage. So I'm very... Oh man, we're gonna be seeing some luck rolls here, folks. On the rocket attacks the... Oh my god. Alexa, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. This isn't what I intended for you. Oh, he's overclocking it. Alright, so he's going in for the luck rolls. Okay, here's the biggest question though. It's like, does a medium tank get the one shot here? With a super? Okay, so with a super, it is potential to still get the one shot here with the medium tank. So, all is not lost here. All is not lost. Oh, see, now we're going to be seeing a big fight between Funky and, and P-Dog to claim this property, though. I mean, worst case scenario, that does allow for Alexa to use all of his funds over here if his headquarters does not get captured first. Danger territory, folks. Danger territory. Oh my god, that was what the roll was, Dark? It was 57 to 100? Yeah, that's dirty. That's a dirty roll. Can't trust Luxios, folks. You can't trust them. Bring them in the Global League though, because it'll be really funny. But can't trust them, man. These guys are danger territory. All right, the Pipe Runner has made his way back to the side of the map here. If I do actually use this map again in the future at some point, I'll probably be banning the Pipe Runner because it might actually be a little bit overpowered. Potentially it might be a little bit overpowered, but I don't know, folks. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, 5 damage with the artillery. 6 damage with the artillery to the tank. Brings in tank. I don't think the medium tank can actually... Oh, wait. Medium tank could. It would have to go... Yeah, where the recon is, though. Oh, my God. Oh, my gosh. He's capping. He's capping. Funky Onion, are you just going to let him do it? You gonna let him do that? Andy, what's an HQ? Exactly. I don't know what an HQ is. We don't worry about HQs around here. We worry about high quality entertainment. That's it. And blocking P-Dog's units from attacking. Yep. Definitely. Definitely doing some fat blocking right now. Anyways, yeah, Alexa can stop this though. He's not going to be able to stop it like super effectively or anything, but he is going to be able to get at least an infantry hit here. And I mean, that might be the best case scenario. Tactically, he hasn't... Aw, man, P-Dog, go for the mega tank. What are you doing? What are you doing? Go for the mega tank. We were destined to get that roll. Oh, man, that would have been such a good roll. What are we doing? Throwing for content over here. Oh, I could have did 0 to 97% against the mega tank, folks. That's what we could have potentially seen. All right, whatever. Is what it is. All right, comes in, does a little bit more damage here. All right, Alexa, you're the chosen one. You can do it. That's not the right move. Okay, there we go. Hits the recon. Oh, it doesn't even go in for... Alright, yeah, so I guess it doesn't matter because he can go in with double infantry and get the KO here and then get an attack and stop the capture as well. But in addition, if he chooses not to, that also just lets Funky have his headquarters, and then P-Dog is kind of potentially a little bit potentially screwed there. Yeah, chat wants to see infantry do 8 damage to mega tanks. Oh, Alexa's just accepting it. He's accepting it. Well played, though, Alexa. Well played, Alexa. Oh, he's eliminated by capture. Oh, it was so dangerous. So dangerous. Oh, man. Look at how many flipping rockets Funky has. Wait. There we go. How many rockets does this man have? He's got 4 rockets on the field. Jesus. 51k income to 30k income. Holy macaroni and cheese, man. It's too much. It's too much income. And Funky can stop this capture here. Like, that's gonna go. That's not gonna go through. Well, I mean, technically, maybe it might fail. There is like a slight. No, it's not gonna fail because he's got the pipe runner too. So pipe runner gets that double hit right here. Worst case scenario, you know, you break this and oh, interesting. I'm surprised he just doesn't stop the capture and then just, I don't know, like bust out a mega tank or something. Yeah. I mean, anything that P-Dog's gonna cap this and then he's just gonna get blasted by all these guys. Oh man. No, I think P-Dog just accepts the fact that he's probably done here. I mean, Mr. Funky Onion buying the missile. He's got the missile on the field, folks. Now you know it's serious. You know it's serious business right now. It does tie the defense together, it's true. I mean, this guy is... the missile is going to be a very effective blocker right now. And it's also here for morale support. We need some moral support over here. Yeah, there's a lot of blue units in the middle. No smiley faces yet, though. I mean, I guess if you set it up like this, kind of looks like a smiley face. With like a weird arm over here. And like a weird arm over here. Yeah, that's what we got going on, folks. Funky Onion's got a weird smiley face. Now the big question is there actually any possible way P-Dog can come back and maybe potentially win this game? If he does, I would be incredibly surprised. So, we'll be finding out. I think this is probably a Funky Onion game, though, folks. Not gonna lie to you. It looks like he's just doing that good. Got another medium tank. Actually, you know what? P-Dog's got a nice, respectable amount of rockets as well. He's got 4 rockets over here, 4 rockets for Funky Onion. So, yeah, they both got the exact same amount of rockets. Oh, and we got the very, like, practically one of the very first engagements over here in the middle. A single infantry has attacked an artillery. Not too shabby. All right, so how is Funky Onion going to close up this game? Does he have any... Does he have any plans? Does he have any plots? Planning, plotting, scheming? Oh, 30% damage to the artillery. Not too shabby. Alright, so this is a pretty hefty chunk of indirect units right here. So it will stop a lot of push that is going to happen over here. But, I mean, 253,000 value to 194,500. It's a pretty significant difference in the overall value on the maps right now. Ugh. Yeah, it's looking a little bit dangerous. Well, that's 1, 2, 3, 4 caps. 4 caps that have started. Backup artillery on one of them at least. Mega Tank's still in the middle. Funky and he pushing the recon up. Running out of fuel, so you know this recon has been doing work, folks. He's been getting some work done. 2, 3. Oh my god, what is that? Like 6 caps now? Rocket in range of the black boat as well. Oh, and artillery could potentially be in range of the black boat as well. That's gonna get the old 1-2 shot right there. But I mean, rocket's right here, so an HQ cap probably won't be going through unless there's something that is purchased that can destroy the rockets. I mean, the rockets need to get bullied in order to capture the headquarters. But if everything else on the map gets captured, then it doesn't really matter if you cap the headquarters or not. At that point, it's kind of just like, you know, you own the entire plot of land and you could start taxing the poor as you see fit. Oh, even moves a tank in range of a rocket because, like, Funky just has no fear right now. The Jugger has calculated the risks and realizes that it does not matter where he puts his tank because all he wants at this point is charge. He wants to just get some charge so he can pop another overclock or a system crash and have himself a wonderful time. That's all he wants. That's all he wants right now, folks. Capping the comm tower as well. Ooh. Not too shabby. Alright. A tank. So tanks are definitely going to be able to counter those rockets once they get over there. And P-Dog 954 takes control of the battlefield, stops the capture of the comm tower. Does not want that comm tower to get captured. He wants to keep every single ounce of firepower behind his attacks. There we go. Got another interrupt over here. Another attack over here. Gonna be stopping this. Does P-Dog have enough to purchase himself a mega tank? He does have enough to purchase a mega tank if he so chooses. But will he? Will he bust out another mega tank in order to hold this position? I don't know. I mean, I guess a mega tank is a very hefty investment. Especially when you're dealing with Luxios that have 2 rockets aimed directly at your base. That is a very dangerous and very volatile situation. Not only the rockets, but also a medium tank and an infantry. All in range of this base. Overclock or system crash on the way here. I don't even think a mega tank is going to survive that. I think even the mega tank dies in this situation. Now, if it was a Neo tank that died, that would be completely acceptable. But a mega tank, I don't know. I don't think we want to be losing a mega tank. That's a lot of income to just be lost. Now, I think at this point, though, if P-Dog is still playing for the win, there is only one possibility, one chance, and one opportunity. And that is to grab the headquarters of Funky Onion. That is basically the only move that he has available to him right now. I do not believe that he will be able to fight a win and fight basically anywhere on this map. But you never know. Luck is a heck of a drug, folks. And you know what? These medium tanks are actually feeling pretty good about themselves right now. Because there's an artillery right here that can hit one of them. But the rocket cannot hit either of them. And if the rocket decides to fire somewhere, it might be blasted by an artillery. It would have to fire on the artillery. And this would have to fire over here too. So if either of these two fire, then they are actually... everything here is going to blow up. So P-Dog's actually got not too bad of a position in the center here. But Funky's just got so much income. He's got 51,000 funds. This is like one of those high funds games which just gets a little bit too out of hand early on, and your opponent just has too much income. But you can still win those games. You can. It's just a incredibly uphill battle and makes you want to bash your head against your keyboard the entire time that you're trying to come back from that kind of a deficit. But yeah, Funky doesn't really have too many effective hits over here. Medium tank could, yeah, you don't want to go too close. And this pipe runner, man, the pipe runner. Oh, the pipe runner, and it hasn't even been bullied yet. No infantry in range of capping the headquarters either. And I have a very sneaky suspicion like this mega tank is probably just making a beeline over here to sit firmly on the headquarters so that it cannot be captured. It does appear like that is the pathing that is happening here. Ooh, another attack over here. Alright, well, that's going to get bullied, and this is probably going to get bullied. So that's not too bad. But this, oh, he doesn't actually attack it. Okay, so he attacks something else with it. Infantry coming in. We are sitting right beside the headquarters now. Not in a position to cap it, but very close. Very close indeed. Ooh. This is like a Danger Will Robinson scenario right here. And we are once again very, very close to a system crash. Although we're also very close to Barbaric Blow. But the Barbaric Blow doesn't... Like, we don't really have a lot of firm targets to hit with Barbaric Blow right now. Although maybe you could, like, hit medium tank into the black boat. Like, I don't know. That could... See what kind of damage you can do with that. But if you can't really cap it... 3 to 80%. Yeah, if you can't cap it afterwards, it doesn't really matter how much damage you do to it. What is the next plan? Oh, that's in range of capping the headquarters now. Alright, so we do have a potential attack on the headquarters with cap potential next turn. But the two rockets down south are just incredibly dangerous. Oh, that just stops the cap no matter what goes there. I mean, tactically, unless P-Dog rolls the luck roll and then they both get a 0 luck roll against the infantry, that is... I don't know if that's actually a possibility. Is that a possibility? Let's see. So, if we Barbaric Blow against a infantry that is capping a headquarters... How much damage did we do? Oh, it's a minimum 50% damage, so there's actually no chance of doing 0%. Alright, but we got a brute force. Oh, only takes it down to 1. Alright, let's finish. Let's bully it. There we go, got bullied. Get bullied. Nice. Gotta bully rockets over here on the channel, folks. It's probably about the number 6 priority. Alright, it's not too bad of an attack right here. Nothing to hit with the rockets. Probably should consider... Ooh, okay, goes in for that. Goes in for that. Ooh, doesn't get the KO, though. Finishes it off with the tank. So now the headquarters is protected. That is not going to get capped anytime soon. Funky is probably... Or Funky probably has to pressure the rockets with indirects, so they can't just keep shooting cap and infantry in perpetuity. Yeah. No, you're probably correct about that. I mean, I kind of thought maybe Funky Onion was just going to start recon spamming or something, and just like build a recon over here every single day to start like putting some pressure over here. Or maybe tanks. Tanks recon. But now that puts a stop to this push over here, which tactically puts P-Dog in actually like not a terrible spot. I mean, he's not going to be able to cap any properties or anything. Or cap any... Well, he's going to get one cap by the looks of it here. He's not going to be able to get anything like huge, but he gains back a property. And he's got some potential. Ooh, that was actually a pretty big roll. He's got some potential of capping the headquarters right here. But is Funky just going to sit around and let this happen? Is it going to sit idly by and just allow this to happen? Mega Tank's got one shot that it can do here. No, two shots. It could potentially go south or go north. I know which one of the two moves I would prefer to do, but I'm going to let Funky Onion decide that for himself. Though honestly, Funky should probably just cap the top base first, since it can't contend with a pincer coverage from east and west. Then P-Dog can just converge on the bottom pair of bases. Yeah, that probably would be potentially the correct move. But we got a super co-power over here from Funky Onion. Goes in, doesn't get the one shot on the infantry. Gets the two shot on the infantry. But what other attacks are we gonna have here? I mean, puts medium tank in range of a artillery here. Kind of questionable. Mega tank moving in here. P-Dog builds his own mega tank to contend with that mega tank now. Ooh, it's getting dicey. It's getting dicey. Oh, that's not where I expected that to attack from, but that does kind of make a little bit more sense. Now, I thought he was going to attack from right here. Or right here, so that he can go and move on to the HQ the next turn. That's what I thought was going to happen. But it would appear that he moves right here and attacks that way instead. So that also does make sense. Does make some sense in the long run, in the grand scheme of things. So what's next for P-Dog? P-Dog captures this. He interrupts this. He attacks further into the center. Maybe start grabbing some properties in the center. He's got to contend with this mega tank, though. If he doesn't contend with this mega tank, he's gonna have a huge problem. See, that's what I was thinking. Like, that's why I was kind of very confused to why he would attack Elixir's mega tank over here, because this mega tank right here, that's like the really dangerous one. Funky's that was on the headquarters, because if Elixir was still alive, you wouldn't have to deal with this one. I mean, you would have to deal with Elixir still, but you wouldn't have to deal with this mega tank. Repercussions. It's the butterfly effect, folks. Everything you do, it's just countered. Everything you do has a reaction, consequences. And now you got to deal with a missile. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do against this missile, P-Dog? And an anti-air? Oh my god. It's got an anti-air too. I think, aside from the Soiled Abomination, I believe that Funky Onion has actually purchased the entire roster of the ground units in Advanced Wars by Web at this point. Does he have everything? Except for a mech. There's no mech on the field. So we got infantry, we got recons, we got the APC, we got the artillery tank, anti-air, missile, rockets, medium tank, pipe runner, mega tank. Yep, everything except for the Soiled Abomination. The missile is the biggest threat. I mean, at this point, if the missile is destroyed, it is likely that Funky Onion will lose such morale that he might be forced to resign, just so he would have the proper amount of time to grieve the loss of the missile. The missile is that important, folks. The missile is the cheerleader of the entire game, and if it is destroyed, well, everything gets a lot more sad. Did a mech get built any point during this game? I do not believe that any player actually has built a mech. I don't think that a mech has been built. So there's been no mechs. Not even Elixir. Elixir didn't even build a mech with the time crunch or the money crunch that he had. Get out of here. I'm getting attacked by a moth, folks. There's been a moth invasion in my basement, and there's one moth that is just hovering around me. And I feel like it's crawling on my ear, but it's not. But it's terrible. Anyways, that's aside from the point. The real threat right now is the lack of mechs on this battlefield. If we do not get a mech on the battlefield by next turn, then the mech is going to spawn under our beds tonight and scare us half to death. That's what's going to happen. Yeah, the mechs get incredibly zoned out by rockets. They also get incredibly zoned out by tanks and recon and other infantry. And every single unit in Advanced Wars by Web, essentially. But they are the best triers in Advanced Wars by Web. They try so hard that sometimes we just got to give them a pass. There we go, folks. P-Dog has built the mech. We got a mech on the field. This man understands the assignment. He has built the best trier in Advanced Wars by Web. Beautiful. You love to see it, folks. You love to see it. Get out of here, pop-up. We don't need pop-ups either. Alrighty, so gotta figure out a way to grab that headquarters. On both sides, actually. Like, Funky Onion's gotta grab the headquarters too. There is technically still 12 days left in this game. It does not need to end anytime soon, for sure. However, the longer it goes, the more chance somebody has to make a mistake. And that would be incredibly dangerous. 63,100 funds belongs to Funky Onion. If Funky Onion so chooses, he could probably buy a medium tank out of every single one of his properties. I think. Is that enough? No, wait. 32. No, never mind. He's got too many properties to buy a medium tank out of every single property. But one can dream. One can hope and one can dream. He could buy 4 medium tanks, though. No, 3 medium tanks. He doesn't have enough for 4 medium tanks. And he could if he joined 2 of his medium tanks down south together. That would be the only possible way of doing it. But, yeah, no, that's not going to happen. All right, Mega Tank, Medium Tank, Tank, and the Missile all approaching the northern portion of the map here. Missile defending the headquarters, because that is its only job right now. It just needs to defend the headquarters and be absolutely based. Close to 3 Neo Tanks, too. Yeah, you could buy 3 Solar Abominations, folks, but that would require at least 3 bars of high-quality soap. Which would cost you a little bit more than the cost of 3 Neo Tanks. Maybe. Depends on how high quality the soap is. You would need a lot of it, though. Especially with 3 Neo Tanks. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's too much. Alright, gonna get some heals on the artillery, which is also running out of fuel. 16 fuel left on that bad boy. Means he's gone the distance, folks. He's definitely gone the distance. One rocket still in range of the headquarters here to deny any cap potential. And a mega tank that's stuck. Funky Onion is actually unable to move this mega tank right now. P-Dog could potentially just put his mega tank on a city too. But if he puts a mega tank on a city, he runs into a very dangerous situation, because I think like 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, if he puts... See, this is a very dangerous situation, because if he puts the mega tank on a city right now... Now, I know he's listening, so this is probably just feeding ideas into his head, but I don't think anybody has actually taken any of my advice this entire game, except for the purchase of the mech, which is very cool. But if he puts it on this city right here, that'll allow the mega tank to actually just squeeze over here without being counterattacked. And then it would also be able to squeeze over here and sit right here, allowing Mr. Funky Onion to set up his attack right here and push towards the HQ with multiple infantry for joint cap potential. So even this little rocket here would not be enough to stop it. That could be what might potentially happen, but ooh, it also looks like it's probably not what's going to happen because 2 medium tanks have just rushed the center of the map, allowing another rocket to just get absolutely bullied. Double mech purchase, triple, oh my god, what do you call a 5? Centuple? I don't know. 5 mechs, man. 5 mechs. That's what we got. And a mega tank. 5 mechs and a mega tank on the field. Holy moly. It's a lot. It's a lot. Quintuple. Is it quintuple? Alright, thank you, folks. Thank you. Quintuple. Quintuple mech. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Quintuple mechs on the field. Beauty. Beautiful stuff. Thank you, Dark. Thank you, Alex. And thank you, P-Dog. All right. Got another big old flippin' barbaric blow ready to go as well. So we might be seeing some sick barbaric blow action here very soon. It would be nice if P-Dog managed to reacquire this city or this base, though. I don't think it's going to happen. I think Mr. Funky Onion's just got such a firm position over here on this base that it's not going to go anywhere. Nope. No siree, Bob. Ain't going nowhere. And P-Dog sent the Mega Tank into the center of the map here to sit firmly right beside his headquarters so that it does not get captured. If you built 4 mechs, it's a quartet. Get the group back together. Indeed. The old mech quartet. Blasting the beats all over the place, folks. Alright, got an overclock. Ooh, what do we actually have to attack with the overclock, though? Got infantry on medium tank. Big 30% right there, I think. That's also... Ooh... solid damage. I'm not gonna lie, that's some solid damage. That's like not very solid damage, but that's good. 90%, not too shabby. Oh my god, and the infantry just assault these poor classy boys in the middle of the map here. Oh my lord, that's a significant chunk of damage to the armies of Mr. P-Dog 954. Ooh. And that also allows Funky Onion to get almost complete dominance over the center of the map here. There's only 1 mega tank left of P-Dogs in the center that can even contend with the armies over here from Funky Onion. But Funky's also got 97,200 funds. Like, I feel like this man is probably plotting something. He's plotting something very, very dangerous, and I don't know if I'm going to approve of it or not. It might be dangerous. Might be stinky, or he could just be planning the all-time classiest turn in Advanced Wars by Web. You never know. Is it time already to mech spam? It could be. Could be mech spam time very soon. I think next time you need a hat that's even taller so it goes off screen. Well, I could easily make the hat go off screen. It's very simple, Mr. Bogus. All I would really have to do is just press a button and do this so that it automatically goes off the screen. See, as you can see here, it's all the way off the screen. But yeah, that would just sort of mess up the whole square thing I got going on here. So I'm going to bring it back up so that it's still on the screen. Julio Xbox. Oh, Sammy, this is so over. Please stop this nonsense madness and declare a technical knockout. You know what? At this point, it is probably a technical knockout. I'm not even going to lie to you, folks. But that is completely up to P-Dog and Mr. Funky Onion if they so choose to continue fighting or not. This technically has been over for quite a few days. But they decided to just continue fighting for the sake of fighting and for the sake of the luck rolls. But P-Dog does still have himself a beautiful, beautiful co-power that he could potentially use. And we might even be able to see some mech gun medium tank action over here in regards to that co-power as well. And we also have a rocket attack onto a mega tank, which could potentially do some damage as well. So we'll see what happens with that one as well. Wow, the head is so tall. That's right. Exactly. We got the little what do you call it? The little Simpson kids just begging for Funky Onion to stop beating the lifeless body of Mr. P-Dog 954. He does not deserve such treatment as what's going on right now. And Chad is just begging for the stop. Well, we shall see. We shall see if Funky Onion decides to be merciful or not, or if he continues the assault. I'm just very curious to see if this mech is going to attack this medium tank. That's really what I want to see. Because we know that this is going to be a one-shot. This is going to be a one-shot. No! The mega tank attacked it instead. Oh, no. Ah, shucks. What are we going to get here? 70%. Less than great, but better than not great. Alright, got another mega tank over here from the P-Dog 954. 4,100 funds left. He knows what he signed up for. That's right. P-Dog understands why he is here. Alright. Mega tank right, but oh no. Oh man. Oh gee. Oh, that was super unfortunate. That might have been the most unfortunate move of the entire game, actually. The Classy Boy sacrificing itself into the Mega Tank to do only 1 damage and get countered well over 100% damage in kind. Very unfortunate indeed. Very unfortunate. Hopefully you are all entertained by this utter pure sacrifice of the Classy Boy for your viewer entertainment and no other reason indeed. Oof. Big flippin' oof. That's all I can say to that one. Alright. Rocket attacking this. Got an infantry attack that could be possible as well here. This Pipe Runner is still alive though, folks. I'm telling you. Pipe Runner, he's a legend. The legendary Pipe Runner of legend is still alive. Still kicking. And I don't even want to know if he actually attacked anything. It would probably be a lot better if he did not attack a single unit. But I think he probably attacked something at least. Alright, got 2 more Mega Tanks coming in from the... Ooh, what is that? The northeastern portion of the map right now. Ooh. But nothing in position to attack the headquarters. Nothing in position to attack the headquarters, but we do have stuff that potentially will be putting some pressure on the base up here. Comm tower getting captured now. How many comm towers would that put Mr. Funky Onion at if he did so happen to capture that comm tower? He's got a comm tower here. 1, 2, 3. That put him at 2. Alright, that's a lot of firepower, folks. That's a lot of firepower. Can't recall exactly, but it got some in there. Yeah, it definitely got some hits in there every once in a while. Got some hits in, some solid damage. Oh, and this Mega Tank has 0 ammunition left as well. Very unfortunate. Very unfortunate indeed. Oh, and the mech. Big mech attack. Now I'm just trying to reasonably think here. Because obviously, there is not really anything that P-Dog can do to probably win this game. But I'm just trying to think to myself, is there any way how he can maybe like sneak one in there? Oh my gosh, and he won the game. He won the game. He figured out a way to win the game, folks. Oh my god. Amazing. Honestly, perfectly, wonderfully amazing. Oh man. You know what? Funky Onion, I'm probably going to have to just declare you as the winner here, because clearly you are definitely the winner. But beautiful. Beautiful. So yeah, P-Dog, as much as I would like to declare you as the winner, I can't declare you as the winner for this one. Mr. Funky Onion managed to fight his way and win the game, and actually mercifully allowed P-Dog to live so that he can fight another day. Yeah, definitely indeed. What a game between these guys. Now, unfortunately for Mr. Alexa, just early on in the game here, I wonder where, like, what potentially went. Obviously, this pipe runner is the thing that went wrong. I think if the pipe runner wasn't purchased, like, Alexa might have been able to push out elsewhere, but he pushes up over here. He gets this property denied. Isn't really able to push in over here. So, unfortunately, this wasn't really able to expand his territory very much. But I think that's also due to the fact that P-Dog busts out this recon super early. Like, this recon just completely ruined Alexa's capture phase here. So, I think P-Dog might potentially could be the biggest bully of the entire game. But I'm not sure. Chat log shows the extensive negotiations. No, it doesn't. You guys are not negotiating. Luck Rolls versus Andy. Stream called it too. Yeah, oh my god. Oh my god. You guys are toxic. Toxic. I'm sorry, Alexa. I'm sorry. It was not fair from the start. It was a rigged game. You cannot trust Flak and Jugger. They will always team up and betray everybody. It's okay, Alexa. You're still one of the strongest people in the entire world, and it was very beautiful. Beautiful indeed. Free-for-alls go either way, folks. But you know what else is going to go either way? Is when we finally go and have the first game, the first stream, where Mr. Funky Onion will challenge Vilfort for the title of King of the Hill. Because there's going to be nothing normal about those matches, folks. I will tell you that much. So, hopefully, you all tune in for that one. It will probably be in, you know, a couple of weeks when we finally get around to organizing all the players. But it will be a best of 3. And every single map is going to be silly. And hopefully you all enjoy it. Mega Elixir. Hang on to those bad boys through the whole game. It is true, folks. For those of you that don't know, it is super important to hold on to all the elixirs in your game, especially the mega elixirs, anything that'll fully heal you, health and mana, and never use it throughout the entire game so that you can hold on to it and use it for your retirement. And that is the most important thing. If you use an elixir during a game, that means you're cheating. Oh yeah, no, you'll have to throw away all the prep and just improvise the entire thing. Don't worry. I have things written down. I have pages of ideas for games that are written down. So, it should be interesting. But either way, hopefully you all enjoyed that one. Unfortunately, it would appear like our third player once again did not show up. But if any of you do want to participate in the future for King of the Hill, I do have a sign-up sheet over on my Discord, or you can just join my Discord and let me know there, or let me know on Advanced Search by Web, or any one of the places where I hang out. You can find me on any one of them. And if you want to join, all you have to do is let me know, and I'll put you on the list for some sick combat that we can all watch in the future. But that's going to be it for now, folks. So until next time, take care of yourselves, and bye-bye for now.